Davey, first one in here. Davey, how's your day going, man? What's going on today? Nicholas, what's going on? LOL, I had to finish the game. I didn't have to finish the game. I chose to finish the game. Well, I didn't even watch the ending of the game. There's like 5 minutes left, and I just called my girlfriend. Had me waiting for the game to end. I had you waiting for the game to end, or just the game had you waiting for it to end? Did you watch the Super Bowl? Yes, I watched the Super Bowl. Just got done watching it. Hopped on a live. I was rooting for the Chiefs. I mean, like, that was still a good game, all things considered. Like, it could have been 40-0 at the end instead of what Davey said, 40-22. Could have been 40-0 instead of 40-22. Or yeah, that's what I meant to say. I mean, it was still like a decent game to watch. No, I was waiting for the game to end so you could start the live. Gotcha, D&D. I appreciate it. Cancel what's going on. Nah, last Chiefs touchdown was crazy, not gonna lie. If it was in like the last 5 minutes, I don't think I saw it. I watched the one where it was in the end zone and the guy was like falling while he grabbed the ball. But yeah, I think one thing that's going to be interesting, there's going to be a lot of people being like, oh, Chiefs are so bad. Chiefs are such a bad team. And it's like, I mean, they've been to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. They won the last 2. And they've won multiple other ones, So I think it's interesting because you're going to see a lot of people talking about how the Chiefs are bad. And it's like, they're not bad. Tiki Taki was going on. Wheel. Facts, Davey. Yeah, just anyone but the 49ers, Do you just have beef with the 49ers, Nicholas? Hold that L. Hey, King, you're not even a Philly fan. Told you Eagles going to win. I mean, Chiefs can't win at all. If they kept winning, no one would want to watch anymore. Yogurt, I agree. I agree with that. Well. There you go, Davey. All right. If y'all are wearing a cologne, what are all you guys wearing? Yeah, but the glaze has gotten out of hand, though. I mean, they have the same glaze that, like, the Patriots were getting when they were a great team. Same glaze that Peyton Manning and his Broncos were getting, No, just beef with Davey for no reason. Oh, you just beef with Davey for no reason? Total. Big Giants, but I told you before the game Chiefs wasn't going to win. Saw his profile picture. Gotcha, Nicholas. Jazz Club. Davey, Jazz Club is good. It's like to me, it's almost like this like citrusy, fresh opening with this slightly smoky, fresh tobacco in the dry down. It's interesting because a lot of people are like, it's a really boozy, like vanilla tobacco fragrance. For me, it's like this like citrusy tobacco. More nothing of a fragrance today. Damn. My fragrance of the day, because I went to work, I just put on something basic, something clean. Versace Pour-Homme. Just a lot of citrus in there. Good fragrance. Citrusy, powdery, fresh. DJ Fragrance, what's going on? Also, this is not going to be a full live. This is going to be a shorter live just because I have to record a video and edit a video before I go to bed. I don't have school tomorrow, though, so that's a W. Very woody. Yeah, Jazz Club, it's this like citrus woodsy tobacco. It's not a bad fragrance by any means. I do definitely prefer By the Fireplace over it, but let's see. I've tried Beach Walk. I've only tried 3. I've tried Jazz Club, By the Fireplace, and Beach Walk. Beach Walk isn't bad. Beach Walk almost reminds me of Tommy Vibrant Summer, just as in it's this fresh and sunscreeny vibe. It's a good fragrance. But then this is also like a $20-$25 fragrance. And then Beach Walk is like $80. It's not worth it in my opinion. Want to get Huas Fire? Nubs said it smells really good. What did he say it smells like? Cologne connoisseur, what's going on? Wait, Mykah, why is the room different? The room's not different. Room's the same setup. You look like you need a fragrance. You look like your name's Phil McCracken. Oh, he got me to say it, guys. No. Oh, what's up, Cologne Connoisseur? Your team lost horrible, but they did have a good season, but they fell short. I'm not a football fan. If I had to be a football fan, then the Chiefs would be my team because they were the last team I supported. I'm looking at getting Mercedes Club Black. I've heard great things, heard amazing things about that fragrance. Glugos, what's going on? I thought it was on the other side. No, so originally, my room was on the other side. Or my setup was on the other side, but I switched it over. And it's weird because at first I did not like this setup. I love this setup now. It's different. It's kind of easier to record on, and I like where my bed and like TV and everything is set up a lot more. And the picture seems differently placed. I don't know. It does kind of seem. It seems like taller this way for whatever reason. I don't know. Davey get Mercedes 100%. Chiefs got crushed. They would. Here's the thing, because they scored 22 points, and that was like pretty much all in the second half. Like, I'm not gonna say they got crushed. Do they get beat? Yeah, for sure. But I would say crushed is like they scored like a touchdown, and they scored 40. But they're very close to getting crushed though, for sure. I don't know. Nub said it smelled good on his YouTube shorts. He didn't say like what it smelled like or what. DJ, did you get to be Pat? Yo, I watched the Super Bowl on my Oculus. It looked crazy. Was it just like a field, like it put you on like the side of the field watching it, or was it like an aerial view or what? I feel like an aerial view would be sick for sure. Or another thing, which this kind of just made me think because Nicholas said, DJ, did you get to be Pat? What the NFL could do is they could put cameras on like the helmets, and then it could be broadcasting, and you can connect like a VR headset or your TV to that player's camera, and then you could like see what the players are doing, like be in there if you have the VR. Yeah, I was like on the sideline. That's pretty cool, DJ. Not gonna lie, I forgot what he said. Hey, D&D, you're good. But there's an option for other views. What were some of the other views? What does Stronger With You smell like? Davey, Stronger With You is a very boozy cinnamon chestnut fragrance. So if you don't know what chestnut smells like, chestnut, like it obviously has this nutty smell to it because it's a nut. But, all right, well, I got to go to school and a tennis game tomorrow. Nicholas, I keep forgetting you live in some random place. Nicholas, you have a nice night. Stronger With You, chestnut and vanilla is primarily what you get. So everyone knows what vanilla smells like, a sweet, almost like milkiness. And then this chestnut, nutty, powdery balsamicness. I don't know, because there's really not a good way to describe how chestnut smells. Hi, I got to go to sleep at 10:30. All right, well, have a good night. But then it has this sugary, like, cinnamonness in there. And it's a really good fragrance. And it has this bubblegum fizziness at the beginning. Not like it smells like a bubblegum, but it has that sweetness. So it's like this sweet vanilla chestnut opening with some sugariness. Milky. So, Davey, when someone says milky in, like, a fragrance term, unless it actually has, like, milk as a note, milky would be, like, creamy. So imagine, like, whipped cream or, like, meringue. So, Cool Whip, like, Ready Whip, like that. Dude, what's going on? Favorite fragrance with Tonka bean. Ooh. This is hard because a lot of fragrances will use Tonka bean. I think my favorite fragrance where Tonka is like that huge point, Mancera's Tonka Cola. Tonka, citrus, fizziness, some incense, Coca-Cola. Very good fizzy fragrance. Bro, tomorrow's going to be sunny, but Tuesday through Friday's going to rain. Finally going to rock Jazz Club. It's been very snowy up here in Montana. I've been wearing a lot of, like, the cool weather bangers, but the ones, like, you got to wait till it's, like, really cold to wear them. Best powdery fragrance, in my opinion, is Prada's Luna Rosa Black. Oh, so good. This is this vanillic, powdery, slight shaving cream vibe. More this sexy, powdery, ambery fragrance. Super seductive, super sexy. Great scent. Will get you a lot of compliments. What's up, Gameflies? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gameflies. Green Irish Tweed and Pegasus DNA are powdery. Best tropical, please. Ooh, let me think on that for a second, Cooper, because there's a couple that come to mind. Please give me blue. Give you blue? I'm so confused. Oh, like you want a blue fragrance suggestion? Where are you from, Gamefly? Yeah, I didn't miss any comments. Okay, tropical fragrances. Thinking. Okay, so tropical and like something really good for the warm weather is different, because if you're asking like just something that's really good for the warm weather, I'd go Acqua di Gio Profondo, Versace Dylan Blue. But as soon as you say tropical, I'm thinking of sitting on like a nice tropical island, sipping, like coconut is kind of a must-have for me with like a tropical fragrance. Coconut reminds me of, like a tropical place. So John Paul Gaultier's Le Beau EDT, coconut, bergamot, and tonka bean, simple 3-note breakdown. It's this vanillic sweet coconut, very good fragrance. If you just want a coconut fragrance, go with Le Beau. Another one, this is City Rhythm Redline 2654. This is like a cross between a Blue Jolly Rancher, John Paul Gaultier's Le Beau, and something with like that Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA, that fruity floralness of 540, candy sweetness of like a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, and then that coconut, boozy, seductive tropicalness of John Paul Gaultier's Le Beau. And the last one I will recommend, this one is City Rhythm Miami Tropical Confessions. Obviously, I feel like just with the name, this one has to go on like a tropical fragrance list. Now, this is Redline 2654. It's a combination of Miami and San Diego. This is Miami Tropical Confessions. So it's City Rhythm Miami, which has that Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA, but just done a little bit more tropically, a little bit more loud. This is a sugary sweet, slight coconut, floral, vanilla fragrance. Very, very good. Different take on Baccarat Rouge 540. I know I've said like, man, Sarah, Instant Crush is a different take. This is a very different take. Instant Crush is more close to like 540 and all the clones that you'll smell. This one definitely takes that DNA and does it differently. Bro, Le Beau is effing fabulous. Yeah, Le Beau is phenomenal. Even though I had some fragrances for a bit, I need some new scents from time to time. I don't know if you get me. Oh, no, D&D for sure. And just like the beauty of fragrances is like you can just keep getting more. It's not like, being like a car enthusiast where it's like you have to save up fucking 10 grand because you want to get a new car, You'd be like, oh, I want a new cologne. I'm going to drop $20. $20 is all it takes to get like a Middle Eastern fragrance, Or you could be like, oh, I want to splurge. I want to drop $400 on a Louis Vuitton. That's a beautiful thing with fragrances. So best, fresh, like cool fragrance, similar to Sailing Day. I've never tried Sailing Day. Acqua di Gio Profondo is very good. Sea notes and Aqua Zone, so it has 2 aquatic notes, very aquatic. It's minerally, it's very fresh. Y'all, please like up the live. Please double tap the screen. And please subscribe if y'all have not already. Opinions on Prada Luna Rosa Black. So it was just asked, well, I guess not just asked, but in a little bit, what my favorite powdery fragrance was, and Prada Luna Rosa Black is my favorite. It's this vanillic, ambery, powdery fragrance, phenomenal. Baccarat Rouge 540 X straight compared to the regular. I've never tried any Baccarat, like any Mason Francis Kurkdjian fragrance, so I'm not completely sure. I'm from Dubai. Gotcha. Okay, thank you for the recommendations. Cooper, no problem. Got my opinions and I stand on that. Facts. And you King Fragrance, NYC, I'm the OG in this chat. Bro, I hate Sicily for man, Sarah. What does Sicily smell like? Like Dun 7, bro. Like Dun 7. Thanks for the response. Lewis, no problem. Am I late again? C2, you are not late. We're only 15 minutes in. This is going to be a shorter live, but not late. Also depends on the weather. Fragrance could give me a different smell. For sure. Like, there's some fragrances that I've worn in, like, the heat and the cold, and they definitely will smell different for sure. Versace Dylan Blue or Pour Homme. Let me throw these fragrances back. I do agree with Omar on this one. Dylan Blue would be my personal recommendation. Now, I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, honestly. very different fragrances. So you can look at this and you can tell these are in the same line. So Pour Homme was the original. It came out in like 2006 or something like that. It's been around for a while. Dylan Blue, I think, came out in about 2018. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Alberto Morillas is the perfumer for both of these fragrances. I know he's the perfumer for the original Pour Homme, and I want to say Versace brought him back to make Dylan Blue. But these two fragrances, same line, two different DNAs, and honestly, I didn't remember hold that fat L. Chiefs wasn't get that three-peat. King, it's never happened before. Hey, but King, you have a nice night. But these two fragrances, so they're both year-round fragrances. Wear them in the heat, wear them in the cool. You're going to get compliments regardless. Pour Homme, it's my fragrance of the day, but it's this fresh citrus powdery fragrance. And then Dylan Blue is this synthetic ambroxan and bergamot fragrance. It's a blue fragrance, and it definitely does have like a shower gel vibe. Mini Pour Homme. It's not it's a 1 ounce bottle, so yeah, a smaller bottle. Also, my hands kind of just make like every bottle look small. Like here's a 4.2 ounce of Ultramol, and it looks decently small in my hands. I don't have like the biggest hands, but I got pretty decently big hands. But yeah, so I would say Dylan Blue. I'm trying to see what exact aqua it was. Oh, Luis, it's Acqua di Gio Profondo. Can you shout out Claire? Shout out Claire. Pignon Polo Red. Polo Red's a good fragrance. It's like this spicy, fresh woods. It's a good fragrance. Sorry, I was watching the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, this was the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched, but at least the Chiefs lost. Everyone's praying on the Chiefs' downfall. Sly Crown, what's going on? Saw Tom Ford's fucking fabulous at Dillard's, and it smelled like a rubber tire. I feel like a lot of their fragrances just kind of smell like a rubber tire or like a leather jacket. FF? Mike, you think Super Bowl was trash? Pretty boring, in my opinion. And thoughts on halftime performance? I mean, the Super Bowl wasn't like a good Super Bowl, but it wasn't like a bad Super Bowl. Halftime performance was pretty decent. So, yeah. Jazz Club or Mont Blanc Legend. If I could only get one, I'd go Legend. Hear me out, though. You're kind of... I have a girlfriend, so no thank you. Of over 2 years as well. I actually have a picture of her right here. And we're madly in love. I just got some money saved up. Should get Mincer Instant Crush, Jazz Club, or go another direction? So, Glugos, I think it depends. If it's going to start warming up soon, I would go for a more warm weather option. In that price range, you can go like Acqua di Gio Profondo, a 2.5 ounce of Le Beau. So that's what I would do if it's going to start warming up. If it's going to stay cool for a while, then yeah, maybe get something that's going to be good in the heat or in the cool weather, but it's still going to be good in the heat. Try Jazz Club first. Definitely try it first. Just Blind by Eros Flame, which I expect it comes in tomorrow. So, Versace Eros Flame. It's my personal favorite Eros, and it depends because I didn't like this. I liked it when I got it at first, but I didn't like it as much as I liked the original Eros. Now it's a complete switch. I don't like the original Eros that much, and I absolutely love Eros Flame. So this still kind of holds on to that fresh vanilla DNA that the original has, but this has a lot of citrus, a lot of ambroxan, a lot of pepper, a lot of woodiness in there as well. So it's just this like citrus, woodsy, vanillic bomb. It is so good. It has great longevity and projection as well. Huas Ice, Full House, or Ultramall tomorrow. Ooh, D&D, great options. Well, I would assume Huas Ice is great. If it's above 40 degrees, go Full House. Lower, go Ultramall. Agreed, Claire. Well, Tiki Taki's allowed to say that. I don't have all the JPGs from the main line, so the main line would be the... Like, when I think of John Paul Gaultier, I think of the Le Male line. So the whole Le Male line would be in the widely available Le Male line. Le Male EDT, Ultramall, Le Male Parfum, Le Male Elixir, and then it would be the new Le Male Elixir Absolute or whatever is coming out. But there's so many like flankers and just like repackaged original Le Males that I kind of think it's stupid. John Paul Gaultier is notorious. Like, they'll have Le Male EDT 4.2 ounce and they'll put like Popeye the Sailor on it. And then they'll charge like $50 more. They'll be like, it's an exclusive fragrance, but it's just Lamal EDT. Found my dad's cabinet and kept it. Pretty sure it says continued. Carven Home Paris, super, super good fragrance. Slycron, what does it smell like? Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, smelling like a brick. I've never smelled Tuscan Leather. Give the performance 5 out of 10. At the beginning, you couldn't hear him, and at the end, it got better. When he brought SZA in, like, SZA was pretty good, but she's probably lip-syncing low-key. Spicy and woody in the opening. Tad harsh for my liking. On the dry down, nice. Vanilla smell, it's super intoxicating. So, since you say it's, like, harsh, in your opinion, in the opening, harsh in the sense as it's, like, an old-school fragrance, or harsh in the sense as just, like, Slycron, I guess my question, why does the opening not appeal to you, but the dry down does? Like, what is different? And I understand you said dry down, nice, vanilla, but, like, how much does the fragrance change from the first initial spray to the dry down? Born Aroma Intense used to have it. It was a good fragrance, but I didn't really wear it that much. Wild Ones, just subbed. I appreciate it, man. Sounds right up my alley. Thanks, no problem. Low-key want Wasp Fire or whatever it's called. It looks good. Not gonna lie, find Full House opening all right, but when it dries out and smells good, I get a lot of the spice. So, it's weird because when I smell Full House, I think of like this almost like a mint orange juice. And I think it's weird to me because a lot of people say, you know, like, go brush your teeth and drink orange juice, and it like tastes weird. This is like a combination of both. It's like this, it's this minty, fresh, powdery linen with a lot of this, like, orange and lemon citrus. But it's almost like, it's so weird. It's minty. It's minty to me. D&D, do you get the mint? Anyone who has tried Full House and can remember or owns Full House, do you guys get the mint? I don't really get it necessarily in the dry down, but I definitely get it in the opening. It's Popeye though, right? But does that mean it's double the price though, or should be? Yo, I never knew Absolute came out. It's a new one. It's released. I don't think it's released yet. Me Too, Sly Crown. It's an old grandpa fragrance. It's tad in the opening. Gotcha. Diddy signature is Millicent Imperial. That's also Jay-Z's signature. Favorite fragrance from Calvin Klein, CK1 Shock. Ever try Boss Bottled EDT? I have Boss Bottled EDT. And it's an absolutely phenomenal fragrance. Hey, Davey, you have a nice night. So Boss Bottled EDT, I owned 4 Hugo Boss fragrances. I traded one last week. But out of the Boss Bottled lines, this is the one that I have. It's just a really good woodsy, it's this woodsy, powdery apple cinnamon fragrance. Really good. Middle notes are still Grandpa-ish, but it smells good. Gotcha. I have it as well. It's a banger. It's super good. Lamal EDT, Grandpa-ish. It kind of does smell Grandpa-ish for sure. What performance you get from Full House? So I get about 6 to 7 hours of longevity. To me, I don't get that much projection, but I think I go nose blind to it. I smelt it when the guy who I traded this from, when he was wearing it, he did a couple sprays and it was projecting off him. It was so strong. It was the end of the day too. It was 7th period. It's got a fire suitable for a pool day for 16-year-olds. I've never tried it. But like a pool day fragrance, go like Acqua di Gio Profondo maybe, Le Beau. You just gotta go something like fruity or really fresh. Is a Full House a clone of Imagination? Yes. Full House is a clone of Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Now, from what I've heard, Imagination doesn't have the best longevity and or projection. So, it's not even like this is just like a weak clone. This is like a bad clone. And even if this is only like a 80% similar fragrance, I would say get this over Imagination every time. Now, I've never tried Imagination. So Imagination could be totally different than this, could be a beast mode fragrance on my skin. I've just heard it doesn't have the best longevity and projection, but I absolutely love this stuff. Should you get Ultramall or JPG Elixir? In my opinion, Ultramall. Get a hint of mint, but I get a lot of ginger too. I don't get like any spices in this fragrance. It's just like, it's ultimately fresh. Recommendations for warmer weather fragrance. Good warmer weather fragrance that I would highly recommend. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay, hear me out. If it is, like, so hot out. Go Dior Homme Cologne. This is, it literally just smells like a refreshing lemonade. That's the easiest way to sum up this fragrance. Wear that in the heat. It's so good. Someone asked for Jean Paul Gaultier's Elixir review. So, Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. It's this honey tobacco fragrance. So, honey, tobacco, mint, lavender, benzoin. It's a very good fragrance. Good longevity, great projection. Could you wear Ultramall in the warm weather? Absolutely. You can wear it year-round, in my opinion. Went to downtown Dallas today. I went to the scent room, smelled some fragrances. It was pretty much only nice. Nice, C2. What was one that you really remember that you loved? $900 down the drain. Carl, what are you talking about? And it's $900 down the drain. Should I read the lineup for summer? Fragrances I may buy. Bleu de Chanel EDP. Don't get it. Le Beau, Le Parfum, or Codlage Island. I'd probably say go Codlage Island. Moscow Mule, phenomenal. I wouldn't say 9 p.m. because it's Ultra. I mean, like, Ultramall you can wear year-round, but I would say at that point, just get Ultramall. Cedrat Boisé or Hashavat. I've not tried either. Best fragrance for 16-year-olds, Versace Dylan Blue. Try Aqua Dubai by Al Harmain. That's the Imagination cologne. I could try it. I've heard a lot of good things. Mykah, my next fragrance, Hautane or Oud Maracuja. Diego, sounds good. What's wrong with Bleu de Chanel? It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with Bleu de Chanel. I just don't really like Bleu de Chanel. Tell me why Joe Milano sells Full House for $220. Is it getting sold for $220 off their website, or is it getting sold off like second hand for $220? I want to buy Dylan Blue, but it's my friend's signature. I hate people who are like, you can't wear my signature fragrance. Like, come on. Bond number 9, Lafayette Street. Seems really, really good. I've heard a lot of great things. I think you can DJ. I've never smelled it before. Website, they're selling Ultramall for $50. Is it one of those like really tiny ass 1.4 ounces? If it's one of those, then it's not bad. Okay, top 5 fragrances in my collection. Top 5. We're going to go top 5 cool weather. Top 5 cool weather. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here is 4. And here is 5. I think it's true. Smaller bottle because it says it's a 4.2 ounce. If it's the 4.2 ounce for $50, I don't know, because it's Walmart, so they wouldn't be scamming you, but that's crazy. Al Harmain is the only niche clone of Imagination. No, it's not. Any niche clone of Imagination would if Lattafa made a clone, that would be niche because they're technically a niche brand. Yeah. Lafayette Street smells amazing. No, you can get scammed from Walmart or from a Walmart third party. Wait, so you a third party person can sell stuff on Walmart? I didn't know that. Do you have Polo 67? I don't. I also might repurchase Beckham Signature. What does it smell like? So my top 5 cool weather fragrances. There's a Zaro scam on there. That's interesting. Maison Margiela Jazz Club, decent fragrance. So my top 5 cool weather, not in any particular order, but obviously my top 5. Dior Sauvage Elixir. This is a super nice woodsy lavender fragrance, very peppery, very, very strong. This is a beast mode fragrance for sure. Al Harmain Aqua Dubai, only niche clone of Imagination. Ask Chat GPT, Buddy Boy Chuck. First of all, if you're using Chat GPT to look up if Al Harmain Aqua Dubai is the only niche clone of Imagination, that's kind of interesting. But there's multiple clones that have come out from other Middle Eastern brands that technically count as a niche brand. So it's not the only clone that's niche. Again, so many compliments from my recent purchase. Zaharoff Seraphim Red. What does it smell like? I'm gonna buy Hawass Fire tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for asking for another for getting another fragrance. Wait, so Do you buy? Okay, so D&D. I know you buy your own fragrances. Do your parents get mad when you buy a fragrance with your own money? Try Ace of Spades. I have that one. Or I don't have Ace of Spades. I've Game of Spades Full House. Looked up Latafa Niche is not Armaf. I looked up is Latafa Niche is not Armaf is not, and I asked All Harmain. It said yes. So niche, the definition of niche is, well, for a fragrance to be niche, that brand only makes fragrances. Latafa only makes fragrances. They're a niche brand. All Harmain is a niche brand. Mason Alhambra is a niche brand. Joe Milano, I would assume it's a niche brand. Pretty much like 90% of all Middle Eastern fragrance brands are niche. All right, I'm going to go. Good night, chat. Hey, Slycron, you have a nice night. Another one, Latafa Kamarakawa. Super nice, boozy, cinnamon, praline, coffee fragrance. City Rhythm Redline 2654. It's a mix between Baccarat Rouge 540 and LeBeau. Very candy sweet. Coconut. And like boozy fragrance. Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall is a very boozy, sweet, vanilla, lavender, fruity pear fragrance. And Prada Black is a super nice, seductive, sweet, sexy vanilla. If they're scamming, what do they give you? Definitely not a 4.2 ounce of Ultramall. I think I spent like... Well, I didn't buy Ultramall. I got it as a gift. But I think it's like $120 or something like that is what my mom spent on it. What was my scent of the day? My scent of the day, because I had to go to work, was something simple, something basic, but still fresh and clean. Versace Pour Homme. It's just a really nice freshie. I would say if you don't like, these two fragrances are going to be about the same price. If you want slightly better performance and you want to save like literally a couple dollars, instead of going for Versace Pour Homme, maybe go something like Paris Corner Mage Moscow Mule. Different, but still like in that same realm of fragrances. This is like a gingery, fresh fragrance. It doesn't have that like powdery aquaticness from Pour Homme, but like just a different kind of like, fresh Versace Pour Homme-ish fragrance. Cheapest fragrance in my collection. So, cheapest in my collection. I'm a probably have to go with gray flannel. 4 ounce for $11 is what I paid. So it's $2.75 per ounce. Also, start putting in your guys' last comments because I'm going to get going. Gray flannel. It's very green in the opening. I don't know. So this is it's very green, almost kind of dirty-ish in my opinion in the opening. But then off the dry down, it's just like this nice old school classic powderiness. Versace Pour Homme is my go-to gym fragrance. It's definitely great for the gym. C2, maybe check out Moscow Mule. You might like it. I don't have any Armaf fragrances, JGJ. What do you do for work? I work at my local TJ Maxx. Good job, pro. Eric, I appreciate it. I'm not about to find out because I don't have money to waste, and I try to get fragrances as much as possible. Gotcha. Please describe Green Irish Tweed. And you never smell it, so you can only imagine it smelling old manish. Any good fragrances with a good pine note? Burberry London has a lot of pine, and it smells like a Christmas tree in like the best way. Montrese, what's going on? But y'all start putting in your guys' last comments. Montrese, unfortunately, I'm gonna get going here soon. Take care, D&DU as well. So, I've never tried Green Irish Tweed. I have heard that Davidoff's Cool Water kind of smells like it, so I'll be going off Davidoff's Cool Water. What I would get, and again, I don't know how similar Green Irish Tweed and Cool Water are, but it's like a fresh, green, herbal fragrance that's aquatic. Does not smell old school, though. What would be my signature scent if I had to pick one? So, if I buy signature scent and I can only pick one, right? So, Stronger With You is my favorite fragrance. It's not practical to be wearing in the heat, though. What I would do then, because I need something that can be worn year-round, I can get compliments in the heat and in the cool weather. The easiest way is to get like a fresh fragrance and just spray it on a lot. But honestly, if I can only pick one fragrance, I'm going with like Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. Very, very nice, masculine, woodsy, citrusy, fresh, fruity fragrance. It's so good. Going to rewatch this live, bro. Hey, Montrese, I appreciate it. Looking at the All Harmaine Clone La Venture Night. Never heard of it. Good to see you, bro. It's good to see you as well, Montrese. Heard Hawas Fire was stronger than the others in longevity, but I don't know. I've heard Hawas Black is like crazy strong. Because it has a listed T note and powdery note. Interesting. Mercedes-Benz clone, $14 on Amazon right now for anyone interested. What Mercedes-Benz is it? If it's like one of like the... I remember I bought this like huge sample set for my Dillards and it had a Mercedes-Benz. I think it was like Mercedes-Benz Select or something like that. But it was like, it's this really good like fresh blue fragrance. It was really good. But that's going to do it for the live. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hawas Black is crazy strong. I've heard it's so strong. JTJ, I've never tried any Armagh fragrance. But y'all have a good rest of your guys' night. Hawas Black is strong, but it's not for me. I don't know if I should sell it or keep. D&D, you should just send it to me. Just bought Eros Flame, Kaidal Versace. What's your opinion? I have not tried Kaidal Versace, but Eros Flame is phenomenal. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you all in the next video. Please make sure to double tap the screen and drop a sub if y'all have not already. You bought Jazz Club to go out to parties. Did you make a good choice? Yeah, it's a pretty good partying fragrance. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, everyone. Stay safe.